Hello.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Open Mic Night live at the ZoomBarDC. We've got a great show for you tonight. We've got Scott Kaplowitz, Bill Sherman, Joseph Stegner, and more. So sit back, relax, have a great time, and Scott Kaplowitz is going to kick us off. Take it away, Scott.
All right, so it's been a real long while since I played this one, but I figured since Joseph is going through a tough time right now, I would play one that is his words and my music. So this is Me and the Moon and the Stars All Alone, which is 95% Joseph's words with a few modifications of my own. Me and the moon and the stars all alone. At 3 in the morning, that could rhyme be so. It took such a long time to figure it out. The earth is a sphere, truth was punished by doubt. But those with positions as eyes of the soul had care less for seeing than serving their goal. Today is no different, the same thing occurs. Truth is rejected for tradition that blurs. We cannot love our enemies because they've made what makes us dead. So we'll cling to the path of darkness and call love the foes foolish instead. Though the answer has been given, the messengers are denounced. When lovers of light won't be silenced, the predators of night will pounce. Giordano Bruno was burned alive at the stake for stating other stars could have their planets too. Those who choose to believe, those who want to believe what they already see, would rather dismiss intelligence new. But me and the moon and the stars all alone. To those who are blinded, let new light be shown. We cannot forget all these things yet unknown. Me and the moon and the stars.
That's a beautiful collaboration, you two.
Woo! That's incredible. I feel like I'm in the opera house.
Thank
We need
you.
to write an opera to go
Well,
with
see,
it.
I was thinking operatic. That's exactly what I was going to say that, but I backed away from it. But in my mind, yeah.
Thank you, Scott. I needed that.
Thank you, and thank you, Joseph, for those words. And now something completely different. Some words inspired
Monty Python?
Not Monty Python, but other direction musically. Very pop atmosphere. Some words inspired by someone who's very important to me. And I think I played this once before, like right after I finished writing it. But now I've practiced it a bit more. This is called Never Losing You. I'm a competitor, always kept score, always try to gain the winning edge, examine all the angles, always wanted more, but after me that strategy got turned upon its head. And it don't seem strange to change myself, though I've always played to win. It's when I'm close to you and notice who I am when I let you in. 'Cause you know I've been losing sleep and losing time. I lose my head, I lose my mind. I lose control when I think of what we'll do. I love the way I lose my breath and lose my senses, the way you broke down my defenses. The one thing I will never lose is you, never losing you, never losing you. And there ain't no shame now if I don't know the blues, 'cause I can learn them how you want me to. So let's play your game now. You can make the rules. I can't wait to lose it all with you. 'Cause baby, I've been losing sleep and losing time. I lose my head, I lose my mind. Lose control when I think of what we'll do. I love the way I lose my breath and lose my senses, where you broke down my defenses. But the one thing I will never lose is you, never losing you, never losing you. And I swear I'll never lose my temper, promise not to lose my patience. I'm never gonna lose my interest. How could I when you're so amazing? Only wanna lose my focus, wanna get lost in your eyes, wanna get lost in our closeness, wanna lose myself with you every night, oh every night. 'Cause you know I've been losing sleep and losing time. I lose my head, I lose my mind, lose control when I think of what we'll do. I love the way I lose my earth and lose my senses, where you broke down my defenses. But the one thing I won't ever lose is you. 'Cause you know I've been losing sleep and losing time. I lose my head, I lose my mind. I lose control when I think of what we'll do. I love the way I lose my breath and lose my senses, where you broke down my defenses. But the one thing I won't ever lose is you, never losing you, losing you, never losing you, never losing you. No, no.
you.
Yeah, mic's on.
Oh, hi. I'm here this time. You just can't see me. That was incredible, Scott. And
Thank you, babe.
you sang it the best you've ever sang it.
Thank
It
you.
was really, really good.
It helps that my muse is in the room.
Oh, you're so kind.
Hey, hello.
I love you.
I love you too.
Oh, yay. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Bill, you want to go next?
Sure. So tonight I'm kind of feeling like Little Feet. So, because a friend of mine was cleaning up her attic and she found a whole mess of CDs, and a lot of them were Little Feet CDs. So I was listening and I said, oh, I'd like to give that a shot.
We're all willing to listen.
Well, no, I'm not going to do, I always do willing, so I'm going to go beyond that. So let me see here. The first thing I want to do is slide this over here so I can then do this. Okay. So this is from the Time Loves a Hero album, and it's called One Love Stand. There's been a one-man show that I've been running on a two-way street for love. And I see no end to this dead end until you come back home. I try to everything to keep remembering one good woman, one good man, 2 shots of happiness and 1 lifespan. It takes one good woman, yeah, and 1 good man to make one love stand. The only thing that hurts is a memory of having once lived by myself. I tried every kind of hustling woman to put my love out on a shelf. Well, it took everything and left my ears a-ringing. One good woman, one good man, 2 shots of happiness and 1 lifespan. It takes one good woman, yeah. I feel at home in a foreign land, to know what's next when there's nothing planned. But talking about love, you know it takes 2. You know it takes 2, baby, yeah. One good woman, yeah. One good man, yeah. It takes a one good woman, yeah. It takes a one good man to make a love stand. Takes a good woman, takes a good man to make a one love stand.
Woo! Your voice sounds great, Bill.
I always like when you
That
get
was
up in
great.
your higher registers.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, both of you. Yeah, well, I had to play around to find the right key for that. It's a song where, you know, I almost always do everything. 95% of what I do is in the key of E. And the song was written in the key of E, but the way Lowell George sings it, in order for me to fit my voice to the song, I couldn't do it in E. It was either too low or too high, and I had to play around till I found the right key for it.
What'd you end up doing?
I did it in the key of A.
Oh.
It wasn't a. I was playing along over here with some bass.
Oh, cool. So the next Little Feat song is Dixie Chicken.
Oh, awesome. Great song.
I've seen the bright lights of Memphis in the Commodore Hotel. And underneath the street lamp, well, I met a Southern belle. Well, she took me to the river where she cast her spell, yeah. And in that southern moonlight, she sang this song so well. If you'll be my Dixie chicken, well, I'll be your Tennessee lamb. And we can walk together down Dixieland, down in Dixieland. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, we made all the hot spots. Our money flowed like wine, and the low-down southern whiskey began to fog my mind. And I don't remember church bells, all the money I put down, all the white fancy picket boardwalk, all the house at the edge of town. But boy, do I remember the strain of her refrain, and the nights we spent together, and the way she called my name. If you'll be my Dixie chicken, well, I'll be your Tennessee lamb. And we can walk together down Dixieland, down in Dixieland. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, it's been a year since she ran away. Guess that guitar player sure could play. He always handed with a song. She always liked to sing along. And then one night in the lobby of the Commodore Hotel, well, I chanced to meet a bartender who said he knew her well. And as he handed me a drink, he began to hum a song. And all the boys at the bar, they began to sing along. If you'll be my Dixie chicken, well, I'll be your Tennessee lamb. And we can walk together down in Dixieland, down in Dixieland. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Some Dixie chicken.
Yay, Bill. Bill. Great
Thank you.
song.
Thank you.
I love that song. Haven't heard that in forever. Okay, it's Joseph.
All right. Well, might as well just read what I wrote this morning, and hopefully, when I'm done with that, I'll be able to do something just live and make it up as I go. But that's what I wrote sitting in the cafe this morning. Again, my mental illness rears its ugly head as my anger at inhumanity gets my fuse to glow bright red, needing barely any spark to make my rage explode, that any should assume my back has room for added load. Angry that much lesser tasks are given so much worth, when my attention, prayer, and action is to conquer war on earth. I've heard that call too grandiose for any to achieve, as if the power to influence human will is silly to believe. While I pity those so disconnected from feeling that they count, if they call me the Don Quixote and mock the quest I mount. That's the thing with trauma scars that no one ought to feel. What others dismiss as imagination is, to lived experience, real. Who has had to be the lungs of another en route to a hospital, code 3, trying to keep a body alive because a gun shot the vial they see, projecting their disgusting view that another's life should end because their soul was void of vision, that to hell they were a friend, puncturing the living with a simple trigger squeeze because there was profit to be made on the tool with seductive tease. My peers weren't the ones at the base of a stairwell intubating a sliced open neck, so they can't comprehend their vanity with much different cards in their deck. No one pulled a loaded gun's trigger point blank at the heart of their chest, so they can hear the reports of taunted war, stored away, ignore it, and rest, which is all for the better, because this curse sure has its cost, and I wouldn't wish on anyone that their best of times be lost. But I can't shake my sense of duty, like a fire watch in the hills, to spot the smoke before the flame and what inevitably kills. Others don't think they can hear a voice with an answer to it all, so they don't see their folly, not listening for the call. But I guess that's really projection. I guess I'm just feeling like I wish people wouldn't call it folly for me, believing that I can. So I wrote that this morning.
Yay! I love it. That was great.
I'd like to say a couple things. First of all, I think that our culture, I think our culture conflates two things, and they don't have a phrase for the other thing. Actually, I think there's a difference between emotional illness and mental illness. And we often call things that are emotional illnesses, we call them mental illnesses. And the word mental is stigmatizing. You know, I mean, go back to elementary school and people said, oh, you're a mental retard, you know, or he's mentally retarded, or, you know, the word mental carries a stigma. And really what we're talking about is emotional illness, not mental illness. Mental illness is an organic problem. It's, you know, something that is wrong with your brain. The other thing is I have a theory called the Horton hears a who theory. And that is that, you know, if Horton didn't say something, the who's never would have been known about. It was Horton's voice, that one voice that tipped the scales. So I believe that everybody needs to, you know, whoever feels the need to say something, say it, because it could be that one voice that tips the scales.
Thank you, Bill. I like that. And I think that's a perfect thing for me to run on right there. Thank you. Horton heard a who. So I'm going to give a little whisper to you. In the dust ball. Everyone was busy, couldn't hear that call. Horton heard a who, and he knew that it was true. And turn his ears he simply couldn't do. Horton heard a who in the dust ball. when no one else had time for, he tuned into the call. We're in a time where war is somewhere else on earth. People have to fight just to say they have the worth to breathe the air that we all take for granted. So it's a hard time for me, 'cause I'm feeling like I'm standing in the cold, cold wind on a mountainside. And I hear people saying what they don't recognize as pride. I have to bite my tongue and keep it in. 'Cause if I really speak my mind, no one wants to hear it. The war is preventable and we can steer it. We'd rather give the purpose to someone else to do. Not too many feel that they have the power to do something about it too. And I wish I never saw a broken body. I never saw a brain with blood upon my gloves. But the fact is, I know just what war it looks like. When people follow other than their love. So there's a cold wind that is blowing on the prairie. Hear it echo in the halls of our own homes. People think the things that they imagine are as true as something solid made of stone. And we can weep and we can warn the weary. Rather, I mean wayward in their pride. But there's something intoxicating in arrogance. Simply closes the ears and keeps the eyes inside. There's a cold wind that's blowing on the prairie. I can hear it blowing cold across our states. Where those who have been bubbled in their privilege find strength in the voices of their hate. And they don't recognize exactly what they're saying. And oh, it sounds like liquid gold to hear. But when empathy is absent of the vision, we can't trust it's good the place we're bound to steer. So there you go, this toothless poet on this day, whatever it is. Those are, it's going through my soul right now. There you go, you're here on ZoomBarDC. It's my friends here, hosted by Marie-Louise.
Yay, Joseph!
Thank you, Joseph.
Thank you for sharing your soul with us. That was beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Scott.
Yeah. All right. I have two more originals. I can go in alphabetical order of key or reverse alphabetical order of key, from F to G or G to F. Someone pick.
What are the two songs?
I don't know.
You pick. I've made enough
Called
decisions today.
Surrounded and Between.
Ah, from the CD. No?
One of them is from the CD. No one has picked a song for me. I must pick for myself.
Surrounded.
Okay, thank you. Someone has picked a song for me. This is
Yay.
Surrounded. It's the one in G, so we're going
Oh,
in
beautiful, beautiful.
we're going in reverse alphabetical order. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, I forgot that I have one of my work tabs open and someone's ordering a number 2 combo large with a Sprite in it. Give me a second, please.
That was
You know, I was daydreaming when you asked for requests and I didn't quite hear it, but you know, I'm a big fan of Oh Well and Olive Branch. Those are two favorites of mine that you do that I never get tired of hearing. So if you follow with one of those, that'd be awesome.
All right, I found it. So, all right. So if I have time to do 3 songs, I could do one of those if that's okay with you, Marie-Louise.
Fine with me.
All right, cool. All right, so I'll hit these 2 and then I'll go back to one of those as well. Anyways, this is Surrounded, not interrupted anymore by my coworker ordering a number 2 combo with Sprite. I am a captain on a vessel built for one, and I man the wheel on seas of steel, forever on the run. But now I'm drifting, and the maps that make no sense, also suddenly they disagree and keep me in suspense. The winds are howling, the ocean beckons me, inviting me, though I don't know how to swim. I can recognize the frightened piece of me that wants to jump in, 'cause I'm surrounded by waters I don't know, and I'm drowning. There's no way I'll stay afloat. Oh, I have found it. Reach the end of my road, so I'm surrounded. I've got nowhere left to go, and all around me the tides begin to roll. Above the storm clouds start to form, the air grows damp and cold. Still I keep going, I let the storm winds fill my sails, got me toward a shore I've not reached before. I embrace the mighty gale. The wind is howling now and the thunder's louder than 1,000 cannon blasts. Still I stand tall and proud upon the bow, for I will not turn back, though I'm surrounded.
did you
Definitely
write that
wouldn't
one?
2 or 3 years ago, maybe longer. Might have been in college, so maybe more than 2 or 3 years. I don't know.
It's a great song.
Thank you.
Definitely wanted to put on your debut album.
Thank you. Thank you. I feel like I want to put them all on my debut album. Just release 8 billion songs. All right.
Do it.
Do it.
Debut album.
So here is another song with a one-word title called Between. Also, the minor piano flubs were me realizing that I had to scroll down the lyrics. So did you finally cast your anchor? From the pictures spent your anger? Ain't that book give you some answers? I'll show you some time to decide. Would you watch out through that window? If you knew you'd catch a shadow, just a fixture you could follow. Hunger hunts with the eye. And you'll read about a bad love in the paper in the morning. Write a letter to an old friend who you know don't own a pen. And you'll hear the blood-red sky like a sailor takes his warnings. Cut the mooring, set the boat aflame again. And that red sun as it rises fades our silence. And the tidal wave that threatens sends its blues. A white cloud bursts and take my armor, climb inside it. Bright stars fall in half-heart tarnishing our youth. See my lifeline flash before me in 1,000 shades and scenes. Am I above or lurks below? I'm caught between. And when the sand is flowing faster, but you cannot find the gesture to express the why affection. Really closer than. Now who's the hand that held the weapon? And who's the hurry helped it happen? My features falter, that's deception. It's attention, must play pretend.
and chains don't get us where we need. So we sit as half shut, heads out grasping for a lesson. Hope that new dawn washes when it comes to grief. And that red sun as it rises fades our silence. And the tidal wave that threatens sends its blues. White cloud burst and take my armor, climb inside it. Bright stars fall and half are tarnishing our youth. See my lifeline flash before me in 1,000 shades and scenes. Am I above or lurks below? Am I above or lurks below? Am I above or lurks below? I'm caught between.
Hey, Scott. Thank you. I'm just wondering, Bill, did you get my message?
Oh, just a moment. Let me see. And it says, sure.
Okay. So, Scott, I was thinking, Bill could do 2 songs and then you could do the closer. Is that okay?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, Bill.
Okay, sure. Little blues. You gotta help me, baby. Whoops. Start over again. You gotta help me, honey. Can't do it all by myself. You gotta help me, baby. Can't do it all by myself. And if you won't help me, baby, I gotta find somebody else. You gotta help me. Can't do it all by myself. You gotta help me, baby. Can't do it all by myself. And if you won't help me, honey, I gotta find somebody else. I might wash, I might sew, I might cook, you know, I might even mop your floor. But you gotta help me, baby. I can't do it all by myself. And if you won't help me, honey, I gotta find somebody else. And when I walk, you walk with me. And when I talk, you gotta talk with me, honey. Baby, can't do it all by myself. And if you won't help me, baby, I gotta find somebody else. Well, bring me my nightshirt, put on your morning gown. Bring me my nightshirt, baby, put on that gown. I ain't sleepy or tired, baby, I just feel like lying down. You gotta help me, honey. Can't do it all by myself. No, I can't. You gotta help me, baby. Can't do it all by myself. And if you won't help me, baby, I gotta find somebody else. And if you won't help me, mama, I gotta find somebody else. And if you won't help me, baby, I gotta find somebody else. Excuse me, sorry about that. Thank you. Let's see, what else can I pull out of my pocket here?
It sounded.
Say it again?
I was going to say that first chord sounded like the first chord of Crimea River, and then it sounded like it turned into Willin'.
Well, you were right. I was thinking Crimea River, but then I said, nah, I'll go with the Willin' one instead.
Happy with either.
I've been beat by the rain, driven by the snow. I've been drunk and dirty, and don't you know that I'm still willing. Driving the road late at night, I see my pretty Alice face in every headlight. I said, Alice, oh Dallas Alice. And I've been from Tucson to Tucumcari, from Hatcher Peak to John Paul. I've driven every kind of rig that's ever been made. Driven in the back roads so I wouldn't get weighed. And if you give me weed, white sand wine, and you show me a sign, and I'll be willing to be moving. I've been beat by the wind, robbed by the sleet, had my head stoved in, but I'm still on my feet, and I'm still in a whole lot of trouble. I smuggled some smokes and folks from Mexico, baked by the sun every time I go to Mexico. And I'm still, and I've been from Tucson to Tucumcari, from Hatcher Peak to John Paul. I've driven every kind of rig that's ever been made. Driven in the back roads so I wouldn't get weighed. And if you give me weed, white sand wine, and you show me a sign, and I'll be willing to be moving. I'll be willing to be moving on.
I love that song. Thank you. That was awesome.
Hey, Bill, real quick before Scott goes, I just want to say thanks again also for last week, and I guess to each of you who gave me encouragement that the poem that I read was worth hearing. I ended up giving the original to Congressman Eric Swalwell the next day. I concluded with another page, and it was the perfect audience for it. And just thank you. It gave me the confidence to move it on and keep it alive. And it's gotten a lot of appreciation since from a lot of people. So thank you.
Yay, Joseph.
Yeah,
You're
that was really good last week. Yeah.
Thanks. So I just passed it along to the congressman, help him, make his decisions, keep loving his heart. And it was good. It was well received from him, and I gave a copy to his chief of staff too, so it was nice. So.
Awesome. Thanks, Joseph. Okay, so tonight's closer's Scott.
All right, so per the request of one Joseph Stegner, we have Olive Branch. Let there be peace, peace on earth. You never gave me satisfaction, acting like you lashed out first. So please, just hear me out. I came here hoping for some closure that I know we never found. So if I hold out my hand and offer you the olive branch, would you take it from my palm or let the waters lead you on? You'd stand upon your vessel's bow and watch it sink. You look so proud despite you crying. But still I'm trying to fix us now. So let there be peace, or at least forgiveness, 'cause you've taught me disappointment is a choice I have to live with. So I plead, no more bad blood. Can we seal the cracks of what we had to guard against the flood? And if I held out my hand and offered you the olive branch, will you take it from my palm or let the waters lead you on? Stand upon your vessel's bow and watch it sink. You look so proud despite you crying. I wanna help you, but you'd rather drown. And when I held out my hand, you didn't take the olive branch. You let it fall from my palm. You let the waters lead you on. Now we sail on different seas, neither friends nor enemies. But if our paths should cross someday, we'll turn and steer the other way. So it's not peace, but resignation. So we'll keep sailing on till we've gone to separate destinations. Oh, peace.
Is that
Oh,
also a
oh,
Stegner Kaplowitz collaboration?
No, those are
no,
my
that's
words.
it.
Say it again?
That's all, man.
Those are
Wow.
my words.
That's all Mr. Kaplowitz. Well, very, very nice.
Beautiful. Wow.
Thank you.
You saw me lip syncing it, the whole thing, probably.
Yeah,
because,
I
you know?
really appreciate that. It's a really special feeling to have someone singing along to a song you wrote. Thank you,
Yeah,
Joseph.
thank you. Sure. That was beautiful.
All right, y'all. It was wonderful to see you. Hoping to see you, if not next Tuesday, the Tuesday after that.
Yay. Thank you so much, Scott. Thanks, Joseph. Thanks,
Okay.
Phil.
Good
Thanks.
night, y'all.
Thank you,
Night.
Marie-Louise.
Much
Live
love to
next
all.
Thank you
year.
for being here, Judy.
Yes, thank you, Judy.
I think Judy was already gone. Love you all. See you
Love
next
you.
week.
Bye. Good night.
Bye.